relation to the general solution to the current crisis, we support the board in their motion to urge the because of the devastating effect on the Hispanic community, not only to the tremendous amount of Chicano or Latino employees who would be laid off as a result of the passage of 13, but also the impact on the bilingual services to the community, we are asking them to implement Rule 2005, which would give department heads the right to exempt an individual from layoff if he possesses or she possesses a particular skill important to the execution of services from that department. And we very strongly feel that bilingual abilities is a particular skill and one very much needed, especially within Los Angeles County. The state legislature to place on the November ballot an initiative limiting the advantage of Proposition 13 to the homeowner and not to the large landowners and corporations who are gaining such an economic windfall. Further, we call on the governor to call a special legislative session to formulate a progressive tax structure whereby everyone pays their fair share. And another possibility is to support the passage of the Transfer Amendment and Economic Conversion Bill introduced in Congress, which would take money from the military budget under certain conditions to fund vital domestic and human needs. I'd like to introduce Mr. Victor Ledesma.
What are you going to ask the Board of Supervisors today?
What we're asking is that we feel would limit or at least soften some of the impact on the proposed layoffs of county employees.
What is the possibility in view of the normal Social Security, what is the term?
Seniority?
Yeah. What is the possibility in view of the normal seniority regulations?
Well, they can implement this Rule 2005 regardless of the seniority. Understanding I believe the Supreme Court upheld that seniority would supersede affirmative action. However, this rule does not specifically deal with affirmative action, but a particular skill that an individual may have, and that's why we're saying that being bilingual, the abilities of bilingual, is a very badly needed service because we have a tremendous Spanish-speaking only or a limited speaking only population in the county of Los Angeles who receive a tremendous number of services.
If there is substantial money from Sacramento, do you believe there's a chance there will be very few laid off?
Well, it's I guess I know just as much as the general population knows. We're hoping that we do get a substantial amount of money. However, if it doesn't happen, we still need to have people get equal services. This is a very important thing, being equality. Are the people going to receive equal services in the community? And are the employees going to be treated equally? Or are we going to be traditionally the last hired and first fired? And there are other ways. We're asking, we support the board's motion to place on the November ballot, ask the state legislature to place on the November ballot an initiative to limit the benefits of 13 to the homeowner. We're also calling for Governor Brown to call a special legislative session to develop a progressive tax structure, which would mean that everybody pays their fair share. And also I mentioned that in Congress there's a conversion bill that would transfer money from the military budget to human needs under specific conditions, out of savings from the military budget, not to weaken our defenses, but out of savings. And this, I feel, is a really viable alternative and way to go. After all, the federal government is going to get $2 billion more taxes from California because the people won't have their property taxes to write off. And so we should get that money back in the first place. And I believe that Cranston now is introducing a bill for that exact thing to happen. We hope it does.
So we really
I hired her,
providing the lead